Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. So you already know by the title what today's video is going to be about. Can't you guys tell how excited I am? Because I'm gonna be going through my entire blush collection, okay? I did a huge declutter at the end of the year. I did it on my own time because I just wanted to sit down and it was hard for me. It's really hard for me to declutter blush, but I want to go through my entire blush collection with you guys, swatch it, give you all some ideas on if you are looking for some blushes to add to your collection in 2023. But I'm really excited for today's video. So without further ado, let's get into my blush collection. Here we go. I don't think I've ever been more excited to film a video than I am with this one. This is my blush drawer. This is literally my absolute favorite drawer in my entire makeup collection. Whenever I open this drawer, I just get so excited. I love it. I love having options. I know some people may think this is a lot of blush. You can never have too much blush, okay? I feel like it's just so fun. And blush is my favorite step in my makeup routine. I feel like just everything about this drawer just gets me so excited. So don't worry, this is like a very in-depth blush collection video. So I'm gonna tell you guys where I get all of my organizers from, how I decided to organize this. If you haven't seen like my organization video, that is okay, because we're gonna talk about it in this video. So let's dive in. We're gonna start on this side over here. Okay, so starting off in this little corner right here, I have my Morphe blush balms. I have 3 shades of these. This one is in the shade Audacious Apricot. I'm not gonna swatch all of the blushes, you guys, because we are gonna be here forever, but I'm gonna try to swatch as much as I can. Now, this is a really nice formula. This formula is very similar to the About Face blush balms. So if you haven't tried the About Face, or if you've tried this, or vice versa, these formulas are similar. So if you like this formula, or if you like the About Face, you're gonna love both of those blush formulas. It kind of is like a more thick, moussey kind of texture. They're very, very similar. You can go super sheer with this, or you can build it up. Now, if I have a preference on on this one or the About Face, I definitely would prefer the About Face blush balm over this one. Wild Wine, I love this shade. And this one right here is called Mighty Mauve. Behind there, I have my Benefit Box blushes. These blushes are so cute. They're so different. Like all the tones, you'll see the tones are very different of these blushes. This one is the shade Java. This is like a more everyday blush shade. I love this for every single day. I reach for this a lot, especially when I don't want anything super vibrant or super showy and I don't want to distract from the makeup look, I'll pull Java. And then Butterfly, I don't really use Butterfly too much. I feel like I'll use this more in the summer. I haven't really been pulling from this, but it is a very shimmery, orangey blush. Like it's very shimmery, it's orange, it's super pretty, it's really different. I feel like this is more of a blush topper. I would use this with like an orange blush. I'd top this on top instead of putting on a highlighter. That's how I would use this particular blush. I also have the shade Moon. This one also kind of has like a sheen to it, but it's more of like a deep purpley berry kind of blush shade. I also don't use this as much, but it's so gorgeous. I love the fact that I have it. My most used one definitely is Java though. As you guys will see, I have all of my blushes organized by brand. I like to group like brands together. This little particular organizer is separate from the one back there. This one I got from Impressions Vanity. It's like really small. Oop. It's very small, so it fits my more smaller blushes like these. And you guys will see on these are bigger and it's a much more bigger organizer that I got from Impressions Vanity. So if you guys like these organizers, I'll try to link them down below, but read it very carefully because they have different sizes. So if you get this one thinking it'll fit your Pat McGrath, it won't. You have to get the other one. I also have this blush right here from Huda Beauty, which honestly, if I'm being honest with y'all, I don't really pick this blush up. It's super glittery. And I've thought of decluttering this so many times, but every time I swatch it, I'm like, girl, this is gorgeous. Why would you even get rid of this? So I can't pull myself to get rid of this, but I really need to use this more because right now I don't touch it and it's just sitting in here, but it's so pretty. Like, look at that. But it's just really, really glittery. Like, it's very glittery. I feel like I could use this more for the eyes. This is the Nip Kiss Glow Blush. So yeah, I don't think they sell this anymore, so that's why I don't use it on my channel, because you guys cannot get this blush anymore, but I can't pull myself to declutter it. This is where I keep all of my Mora blushes. These blushes are comparable to the Tower 28 blushes. They're super dewy, which I have to definitely set this with a powder blush. They have so many different shades. Like, this one is so pretty for every day. This is in the shade I Need You. Then I have like this bright, well, no, that's not the pink one. Is this the pink one? Yes, it's pretty bright. This is in the shade I Cherish You. I've been using this a lot recently. And there's just different shades. Like, this one is the shade I Have You. The names are very hard to remember. There's just lots of shades, and I think they're literally only $8 each. So if you love blush, okay, if you love pigmented, dewy blushes, you're gonna love these. It's very thick. Like, if you were to rub your hand in here, it's thick but pigmented, and you can see like the glossy shine on this blush. Like, it's so gorgeous. It's just, I definitely would set this blush. I would not leave it without setting it. Then of course I have my Too Faced Cloud Crush blush in the shade Watermelon Rain. I don't know why I keep forgetting the name of this. Absolutely gorgeous blush. This is my first Too Faced blush and I absolutely love it. It's so stunning and I've been using it a lot recently. I literally had to take a lot of these blushes out of my everyday makeup drawer and sit them in here for this video, but best believe when I'm done filming this, my favorite blushes are going in my vanity. So the next row we have is my About Face blushes. Love these, okay? These right here, About Face blushes. So these are gorgeous. First of all, the packaging on these blushes, so cute. It has like this soft matte packaging. And I think they're like $18. This is an orange blush. I have not been pulling from my orange blushes lately because I've been more so into pinks, kind of like for the spring. But when the summer rolls around, best believe I am pulling my orange blushes. But this is so pretty. These are pigmented. Like I said, these are very, very similar to the Morphe blush bombs. But the only difference is that the About Face blushes have way more shades to choose from. Prettier shades in my opinion. Though the Morphe blush bombs are cheaper than these. I think these are $18. I just would definitely prefer these because of the shades. They're so gorgeous. This is my favorite shade from the About Face blush bombs. Literally my absolute favorite shade. I love it. I also really love this shade right here. This is in the shade Smash. Gotta find a clean finger. This shade is really gorgeous as well. You definitely have to build these up, but you can go very sheer with these. But this is also kind of like a burnt terracotta kind of shade, but I really, really love this one. And then of course, if you love like those red tone blushes, I love me a red tone blush. We have this one. This one is in the shade Big O. Girl, this one is gorgeous, okay? Big O is stunning. Look at that. Gorgeous, and I'm obsessed with these blushes. These right here, I remember when these blushes first came out. These are the Huda Beauty Glowish blushes, and to be honest, I need Huda Beauty's OG line to come out with core blushes that are talc-free, of course. I like these blushes a lot. I really have not pulled from these in a hot minute, which makes me sad because I remember I was out of town when I saw that these were available, out of town with my parents, and I was like, you guys, please, can we stop at Sephora so I can get these blushes? And I got them. So I love these blushes. They are a little bit harder pressed. If you use the right blush brush, you definitely can get these to be how you want them to be. Sorry, I might zoom out because I'm like, you guys can't see the swatches. This row right here, I have all of my e.l.f. putty blushes and luminous blushes. Absolutely gorgeous. You guys, I need to do a little bit of a blush declutter because some of these e.l.f. blush shades I don't really use. This is gorgeous. Oh my gosh. This orange is stunning. Oh my gosh. I don't know why. I don't know what e.l.f. did to this luminous putty formula, but it's so pretty. Some of these shades in here that I definitely can get rid of. So I probably will do a blush declutter, just not now. I can't do it in this video, you guys. I can't do it. Oh my God, some of these shades are just stunning. Like this putty blush formula is so creamy. This is in the shade St. Bart's. I absolutely love this shade. I don't know, I have to play around with these blushes some more to figure out which shades I like more and which shades I don't. But that's where I keep my little e.l.f. putty blushes. They fit so great in here. Now we're moving towards the back of this first little section in here. This is where I keep more of like the bigger blushes. This is what I was talking about when I said Impressions Vanity has like a bigger sized, you know, organizer that fits these size of blushes. So I have two Tower 28 blushes, which I have not shown enough love recently. Oh my gosh, is it like drying out? Ooh, I need to use this one. Hold on, it's because I've been reaching for the Mora blushes, but this one is really pretty. It's very neutral. I need to use this blush. It's so pretty. I love my neutral tone blushes. This one right here, After Hours. Wow, it feels dry a little bit, but then you can break the seal, so. Ooh, this is so pretty. I will say, after like swatching these now, this one is less dewy than the Mora blushes, for sure. Like the Mora is a little bit more softer. These are a little bit more stiff, which is a good thing because you have a little bit more control over these blushes. I have these two blushes from Uma. Oops. I have these two blushes from Uma by Sharon C. These are so pigmented. I got these from Walmart. I just saw them there and I was like, oh my God, I have to try these blushes, and they're so pigmented. It's like a cream to powder formula. Just look at that. That is insane. They kind of have like a little bit of like glow to it, but do you see how pigmented this is? I think these blushes are like $11 at Walmart. Stunning though, super, super stunning. This is in the shade, what shade is this? Blush Certified Lover. And then this shade is in, this is an orange blush, another blush that's kind of like the Butterfly from Benefit. Super pigmented as well. This one is in the shade Blush Obsessed. So perfect shade for me because I am obsessed with blush. I love me some blush. I have my Sigma blush in here. This is in the shade Nearly Wild. Very pretty, pretty blush. I love using this, you know, to set my cream blushes. I have the Jaclyn Cosmetics blush. This is from the Disney collection. This is so pretty. I absolutely love this blush. I don't think they sell this blush anymore, but I love using it. It's so pretty, and I've been reaching for this quite a bit lately, so I really love this color, especially for the spring. I have these two blushes from Colored Rain. These are super, super pigmented as well. I have to really tread lightly with this because if you can see, like in the pan, it's a little dirty, but in the pan, it's so thick, but it kind of has like a moussey texture to where if you pick up too much, you get too much. But do you see that pigment? That is insane. I really don't pick these up a lot because they are a lot. Like they're a lot sometimes. I also have this one in the shade Spicy, and this one is in the shade Smooches. It's really pretty. This one's fairly new to my collection. This is the Tarte Sea Breezy blush in the shade Berry. It's gorgeous. I need a clean finger. Love this. This is also kind of like a cream to powder formula, but I really like this. I really cannot believe they're getting rid of that blush. Like, that is insane to me. I don't understand it. I really don't. Of course, hello, my Pat McGrath blushes. Hello, these are my babies, okay? I love me some Pat McGrath blushes. I know they're expensive, but like, they are worth the money. They're worth the money, and they go on sale quite frequently, so I'm happy to say that. This one is in Paradise Venus. This is my favorite everyday blush shade. It's gorgeous. I reach for this literally every day when I want like a neutral blush. I'm reaching for Paradise Venus. This one is in Electric Bloom. I love to reach for this during the springtime because it's more of like a corally, vibrant blush shade. It's gorgeous. I'm gonna swatch this for you guys because I haven't used this in a while on my channel, but it's really, really pretty. And this one is in Love Struck. I've talked about this quite a bit lately. This blush is absolutely gorgeous. I told you guys I've been into pink blushes. I'm so obsessed with this one. I think it's literally so stunning. Look at how gorgeous that is. And then lastly for my pat blushes, this is the duo that I have. So I have the, which one is this? This is the Night Bloom Duo. So I really wish these were two separate colors because I would love to have this red on its own by itself and this like berry tone, but they're so pretty. Oh, look at that. I love me some Pat McGrath blushes. Like, I love her blushes. They're great. They're just an easy blush to use. My hand is gonna be so stained by the time I'm done with this video. And then back here, I have my two Patrick Ta single blushes. This one is in the shade She's Baked, which I love to take with me to travel. You have your cream blush on the top, your powder blush on the bottom. And this one is Oh She's Different, which is more of a berry tone shade. They kind of look pretty similar. Not gonna lie. They look very similar, but they're not. Trust me. Oh my God, they look so similar. Okay, look, that's better. I promise you they look different on the face. Like, that's not helping my case by putting them side by side. But yeah, that's those blushes over there. Okay, since we're right here, these right here are my Makeup Revolution blushes. These are the Fast Base blush sticks. Now, these are also really pigmented. I think these are like $8. I love these so much. Ooh, they're dewy. Love that. I haven't used these in a while. Like, I'm revisiting. I really want to kind of like shop my blush stash because I've been using the same blushes a lot lately over and over again, and I've been like neglecting all of my other blushes, which makes me sad. This one's in the shade Bloom, and this red one was in the shade Spice. And then this one is my favorite one in the shade Raspberry. It's so pretty. I love my berry toned blushes. These are gorgeous. I love these so much, but I need to stop neglecting my blushes. I just need to. I need to like just every day use a different blush because some days I use the same blush over and over again and I need to stop. I need to stop it. Moving along right here, I have all of my Made by Mitchell blur shades that I like to use for the face. I do have more that are like here, but these right here are more so the shades that I use for blush. My favorite shade I love is Cherry Cola. It's gorgeous. Party Pink is really pretty. It's a vibrant pink. Whereas the SPF is more of like an orangey red, which I also love. Like, I just like to pull from these, mix these in, use them under other blushes, mix them with blushes. I just have a field day with these and I love them. They're a liquid to powder formula. Highly, highly recommend these blushes. Here I have my Rare Beauty blushes. These organizers I got from Ulta. You can only get them online at Ulta, but I like to use these for more of like my stick blushes. I like having them sit up where I can actually see them and see what it is and see the shade names. So I have my Rare Beauty blushes over here. You all know, I'm sure like maybe most of us have at least one or two Rare Beauty blushes in our collection. I have a couple of shades. I also have one shade of my ABH blush stick. I wish they would come out with more vibrant blush shades, but that's another story. This is in the shade Peach Caramel. Once again, it's a neutral blush. You know, I try to switch up the blush shades every now and then. It's always good to have like a neutral blush, a red blush, an orange blush, a pink blush, a berry blush. And I have some neutral blushes in my collection when I want something pretty neutral. I know a lot of you are probably looking at my blushes and you're like, girl, some of these shades are the same. But believe me when I tell you, they're not the same. I have two of my Jaclyn blushes, her stick blushes. I haven't really been pulling from these, but these are really good. The cream to powder formula as well. I need to pull these out. This shade, if I was doing a declutter, I would declutter this shade. I totally would declutter this shade. This is in the shade Overruled. It's not the prettiest, most flattering shade for me. I feel like it just, I don't like that shade, but should I declutter this? Oh my God, this is not a declutter, but low key, I can declutter this shade, you guys. I'm gonna declutter it. I'm not gonna use it. I know myself, I don't touch it. You know, I don't know if I'm gonna do a declutter video because I feel like I won't have much blushes to declutter, to be honest. So we'll just take that out while we're in here. Of course, my Persona blushes. Y'all know I love these. This is in the shade Jam. This is their newest shade that they've added. Jam is so pretty. Oh my gosh, I'm obsessed with this blush shade. And then I also have the shade Kiss, which is also really gorgeous. Both of these blushes are stunning. I definitely would try the Persona blush formula. They're so good. You can get them at Ulta too. I feel like Ulta is just a little bit more easily accessible sometimes for things. They like have more things in stock most of the time. But yeah. And then I also have, well, we'll get over there in a second. So over here, back here, I have my oh my god, my Rem Beauty blush sticks. I remember I was obsessing over these, and to be honest, I don't really reach for these, but I need to pull them out because it's a very good formula. And I have 4 shades, so I really need to pull these out. There are some really gorgeous shades. They're super pigmented, really vibrant, and it's such a good formula. Like, what the heck, Tati? Why are you not pulling out these blushes? Like, what the heck? Okay, let me get a new wipe because I'm running out of arm space. But yeah, like there's a lot of, I'm happy that I'm doing this video because I can revisit a lot of blushes that I just haven't used in a minute. So I'm happy about that. I also have the NARS liquid blush. This right here is very liquidy, but it's so pretty. This, oh my God, it just squirted everywhere. It's because I haven't used it in so long. Oh my gosh. Jeez, it did not have to do that. It did not have to do that to me, but very pretty. It's a little bit messy. I just squirted it out and it just squirted literally everywhere, but so pretty. I need NARS to come out with more of these because they're stunning. Back here, I have my Jaclyn loose powder blushes. Now, I really wish that brands would come out with more loose powder blushes because I love them. Like, I love my Jaclyn loose powder blushes. They're so amazing. This is my favorite shade, LOML. Very gorgeous. I love the fact that you can go in with a little bit, sheer it out, go in with a lot, make it pigmented, buildable, stunning blushes, okay? They're so pretty, and I absolutely love these. I'm not getting rid of these blushes. I have all 4 shades, and I thought she would have gave us more. Like, give me a red shade, you know, give me a berry shade, but I doubt that she's coming out with more of those. I doubt it. But I just would love for brands to come out with loose blushes because I feel like they'd be so popular. At least in my opinion, I think they would be. Over here, I have my Makeup by Mario blush sticks. I really love these. That's another formula I need to pull out more. I love Earthy Pink. I literally do not have any shade like this in my collection. Earthy Pink is so gorgeous. It's so perfect for every single day. It's such a pretty blush shade. Like, look at that. It's so gorgeous. Like, I love this shade. It's stunning. I also really love Plumberry. Love Plumberry for the fall. Very gorgeous. It's really deep. I feel like I need to clean these off because some of these are a little dirty. Sometimes you just gotta clean them off because they get dirty really fast. And this one is in the shade Raspberry, which I need to pull her out because it's almost like spring officially, and I love this shade for the spring. It's so vibrant and so pretty. Of course, I have my P. Louise liquid blushes in here. So cute. I love these blushes. So cute. This is my favorite shade, Coral Morals. It's so pretty. Love using these blushes. They're so good, but it gets a little messy. Not gonna lie, you can't like lock this mechanism, which sucks, but I still really like these blushes. And then I have my Flower Beauty Blush Balm in the shade Bitten. So stunning. I have Patrick Ta blush palette. I remember when this first came out, everyone went crazy for it. I love this blush. I love this blush palette. It's so pretty. I really love it. And I need to pull it out so I can use those 2 shades because they are stunning. I love it. My Jaclyn Cosmetics blush trio in the shade Deep. I really love this one. I have both of my Danessa Myricks, you know, lip and cheek palettes, which I don't really pull from. I need to. I don't know, I just don't. But now Danessa Myricks is coming out with new blushes, and I'm so excited for that. Cannot wait to add that to my collection. This one's neutral. I need to pull this out because I can really use this for like, you know, a nice cute lip. You know, you know what, let me take this with me because I can get use out of that. And I have my Juvia's Place blush in volume 1. I also have another one. Some of my blushes I did declutter and give away to friends and family, but this is what I'm left with. I've decluttered one of my blushes. So yeah, that's cool. I have one less blush. Nope, that's pretty. I cannot pull myself to declutter any of these blushes. I like them all. This one I probably can declutter though. I don't really, they're kind of drying out, which is not good for me. Ooh, this one's super close to my skin tone, and I most likely won't use this one. So I'm gonna go ahead and declutter this one because I think that's, yes, I'm gonna declutter it. I'm not gonna use it. That is everything. All right, that is it for today's video. I hope you all enjoyed seeing my entire blush collection. I had so much fun filming it. I love blush, okay? Of course, I feel like at the end of every year, I have to kind of declutter some makeup just to make room for some new makeup, because I have a feeling this year we're gonna see a lot more powder blushes, because last year we saw so many, you know, cream blushes, and I'm really hoping we get some more powder blushes that I can add to my collection, because the cream blushes have just taken over. But I hope you all enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts down below, and I'll catch you in my next video. Bye.